The Rugby Championship round 1 is done and dusted. 2 massive games, 2 big wins for the away teams. Springboks getting chocolates over Wallabies, and Argentina with a historic win in Wellington over the All Blacks. How good. This is my Rugby Championship round 1 team of the week. Will obviously be heavily made up of Argentinians and Springboks players. 1 or 2 All Blacks players made their way into it there. Unfortunately, no Wallabies players in my team of the week. As always, let me know what changes you would make. Who would you bring in? Let me know your bench, because I didn't put a bench in. Let me know who'd you put on the bench. While you're there, hit that subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so obviously a massive round of Rugby Championship. The first round is past us already. We move on to round 2, but before we do that, here's my team of the week for round 1. We'll get straight into it. So, my team of the week. Up on the front row, so Oxenchair, Augustine Creevy, and Frans Malherbe. Second row of Franco Molina, Pieter-Steph du Toit. Back row of Pablo Matera, he's also my captain. Number 7, Ben Jason Dixon, and 8th man, Ari Savia. 9, Kobus Reinach. 10, Santiago Carreras. Centres of Anton Leonard-Brown and Jesse Creel. Yes, you might be wondering a few things there, but wait until I explain it. You'll get it. Back 3 of Mateo Carreras, Kirtley Aronsa, and Bowden Barrett. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who would you change? Where, what, how, when, and why? Let me know in the comments. Let's get into some of the reasons why. So the front row, Oxenchair, Augustine Creevy, and Frans Malherbe. Ox and Frans, man, the box scrum speaks for itself. Super dominant from the word go. From that first scrum, holy. Couldn't really put any... So firstly, couldn't put any Wallabies front row in there because they got kind of dominated. Couldn't put any of the props of either Argentina or New Zealand or All Blacks, really, because their first scrum was in the 60th minute. That is wild. So I went for Frans and Ox. Both strong scrummages, but got through a bit of work as well. So Ox had 9 tackles throughout the game and Malherbe 7 tackles. That's a lot of tackles for the big poppers getting around, and I think they did really well in the scrums. So Augustine Creevy, yes, I know he started from the bench, but his impact when he come on, oh man. And for 39 years old, he's 39. He's 7 years older than me. And he's still packing down against the All Blacks and making an impact like that. Fantastic, man. He was outstanding. He was 1 try, 8 carries, and 1 turnover. And I think he only played like 20, 15 minutes. So really, really good there. And that's my front row. So my second row, Franco Molina from Argentina and Pieter-Steph du Toit. A special mention of Sam Darry. Could have also probably been in there, but I went with Molina because Argentina won. Sorry. So Molina was fantastic, man. We had 1 try, 14 carries, 6 tackles, 1 turnover. His first try ever for the Argentinians in a famous win over the All Blacks in New Zealand. It doesn't get better than that, man. It was really good. Did well in the lineouts on Argentina's ball, but did well to disrupt All Blacks ball as well. And just around the park, a lot of work done. His work rate was through the roof, so got the nod there for the team of the week. Pieter-Steph du Toit, oh man, shifted from flank to lock a few hours or minutes before the game because of injuries in the Springbok setup, but man, so good. Gets through a ton of work. And as he's getting a little bit older, I feel like that position at lock is going to suit him that little bit more. His speed, he still gets around, he's still mobile, still gets around the park and gets through a lot of work, but man, to have him at lock and then Ben Jason Dixon on the side of the scrum for the Springboks, To have both of those guys on the field at the same time, scary thought, but I thought he got through a ton of work as well, Peter Steph-Toy. So he had 1 try, 13 carries. No, sorry, 1 try, 13 tackles, 14 carries, and 48 run meters. Did really, really well, the big fella. And then my back row, and this is just purely all off work rate. So Pablo Matera, BJ Dixon, and Adi Savea. Pablo Matera, my captain for this round, led by example, in the thick of it all game. To captain Los Pumas to a famous win like that and to play the way he did, it's all time, and that goes down in rugby's history books, in Argentinian rugby folklore, like how good. 20 carries, 11 tackles, 1 turnover. A proper captain's knock from Pablo Matera. Ben Jason Dixon, so he had 8 carries, 19 tackles. That was the most for any Springbok by a couple. So it really just shows the work rate he gets, the amount of work he gets through. Doesn't look too much for the flashy stuff, but he's hitting those rucks, making those tackles, and just work rate through the roof. So Adi Savea gets the jump at 8, one of the All Blacks that are in the team of the week. So he had 10 tackles, 2 turnovers, 19 carries. In a losing side, he was tremendous. Tried his absolute dick off. Went for the full 80 minutes and could have kept going if it needed to be. It really felt like he was alone in that New Zealand forward pack trying to take on the RGs. There's not much more he could have done to try and win it for New Zealand. So he gets the nod there at 8. So my 9 and 10, Kobus Reinach and Santiago Carreras. Kobus Reinach, 7 carries, 52 passes, really helped Sasha Feinberg and Gumuzulu to dictate the tempo of the game, good option taking, and really just nailed his role at 9. Santiago Carreras, 18 points, 3 conversions, 3 conversions, 4 penalties. He had 9 carries, 62 run meters. Fantastic, superb, excellent off the tee. Good option taking, good kicking out of hand, and really marshaled this Los Pumas team around the park to a fantastic win. Well done, Santiago Carrera. So my centers, Anton Leonard-Brown, Jesse Creel. I've gone with both 13 outside centers, but man, they both played really well, and I didn't think any 12 played well enough for me to pick them in the side. Maybe Hunter Paisami in a losing team. He played all right for the Wallabies, but I'm going Anton Leonard-Brown, Jesse Creel. So for Anton Leonard-Brown, there's a lot of talk around that 13 jumper. Obviously, Rico Ioane being dropped to the bench. But Anton Leonard-Brown picked off form, and his form just kept on in this game. There's a couple of line breaks. Good try as well. Strong on defense. Just nailing his job as a 13, as an outside center. He did really, really well. So he was 1 try, 7 carries, 3 defenders beaten, 6 tackles, and 1 turnover. Jesse Creel's outstanding again. Really, really good straightening the line. But what I thought was most impressive about him was his defensive reads and leading kind of the way with the Springboks' defensive line, getting up, bringing guys with him, making those ball and all tackles, one-on-one tackles, and played really well. So he was 8 tackles, 1 try assist, 8 carries, and 3 defenders beaten. So my back 3, Mateo Carreras, Kurtley Arendse, Bowden Barrett. So Carreras, 1 try, 5 carries, 3 defenders beaten, 7 tackles, 1 turnover. Great solo try. They collect off the kickoff, collect off the loose ball from a kick. The inside, the outside, and then the inside again. Fantastic try. Little nugget player, very physical, loves the physical stuff. And one-on-one is very difficult to defend. And he played really well. Kurtley Arendse, man, 2 tries, 8 carries, 107 run meters, 5 defenders beaten. He's almost beating a defender every time he gets the ball. Man, and who's going to stop him from scoring tries at international level? Fantastic. It was really, really good for the Springboks on the weekend. And then Bowden Barrett at fullback, 1 try assist, 11 carries. This was a tough one. I could have gone with Willie Leroux, I thought. But maybe Villy nailed that one pass that he held on to, and Springboks, it was a 3-on-1 pretty much. So maybe if he gave that pass, I would have given it to him. But he also did a lot of things that I did like. But I thought Barrett did well, like injecting himself in the line when needed, good kicking out of hand. And that try assist for Darry, that banana kick, get out of here. That gets a mention and into the team of the week. Whew. Man, who do you guys, what would you change? That's it. What would you change? Who would be on your bench? Let me know in the comments. Let me know who you would change. Who'd be your captain? What do you think of my team? Do I know anything about rugby? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.